The DFCC Bank Cup, powered by Yamaha. It's the second test, Sri Lanka versus New Zealand. And we are at the Sara Oval here in Colombo. A lot of overnight rain, which prevented us from taking the field at 10 a.m. First session was lost, and 140 when the first ball was bowled. The pitch quite different to what we saw in Galle, a lot more grass, but different grass in fact. Dry, light green in color and also brown in color. Felt there was going to be a lot more pace and bounce in this one. The two captains out there, Sri Lankan captain Dimuth Karunaratne won the toss, and I think he made the right call when he said he'll bat first. One change for each team. Sri Lanka forced to replace Akila Dhananjaya with Dilruwan Pereira, and Colin de Granholm coming in for Mitch Santner. That was the change for New Zealand. Well, with Sri Lanka batting first, let's go join our commentators now.
Whatever time zones you may be in, it is a start here at the Sara Oval. Dimuth Karunaratne, what a record he's having. Don't forget that 122 he made in the second innings. Really got Sri Lanka to that winning position.
Ramana was extremely useful with his captain in that run chase, batted quite nicely.
Trent Boult will open the bowling as usual for New Zealand with 3 slips and a gully. And a man at point. Here's the first ball. Shape from the left-hander, but starting wide to the off stump and just kept going. Runs straight away, depth for Dimuth Karunaratne, who will get a boundary, short and wide, and there was enough movement and enough width for the captain to pounce on it and get runs square on the offside.
He's a strong player, square through the offside and nicely put away. A little bit of width, nice angle of the blade and finding the gap as well, so he's off and running with a stylish 4.
More runs here. This time, no reward for a good delivery. Pitched up, just a bit of movement, finding the outside edge.
So what was good about this shot was how he softened the blow. Played it with soft hands, didn't really go hard at the ball. Just stopping himself from driving that one forcefully. Edge, finding the gap through the slip cord.
Has this tendency to go across his stumps, Lanka, a little bit. Falls away. Been a few times that he's been LBW looking to falling into that trap. Head fell away on that occasion, but he has this slight movement across. More runs here for Karunaratne. Southee just going across the left-hander, finding the outside edge, but very safe.
Should he have one more man in that ring, slip cord? And Williamson will really have to decide very quickly, because New Zealand's best chance is right now to get a wicket or 2. That's the second 4 that has leaked through that slip cord.
I think in fairness, Karunaratne's decision to bat first so far appears to be a good one, because we haven't seen exaggerated movement.
Oh, inside edge, a little bit of woody sound to it. Not given.
I don't think they're interested in referring it to. First real delivery that went past the bat of Dimuth Karunaratne. Take a look. Was there an inside edge? Height as well. Maybe a feather, you never know, but certainly the height. Again reaches for it. Very strong and very powerful through that point area. Short and wide. Very safe in the end.
That is what they did in that wonderful partnership as well. 161-run partnership. Whenever a loose ball was bowled, it was put away.
Play and a miss. Sucked into the drive. Bit of movement away from the left-hander. This is the danger that Lahiru Tirimana could face, because he's been there runless now for 19 deliveries. That front foot went nowhere. That's what happened.
Scramble seam delivery is the most difficult one really to pick which way it's going to go. But he saw the bait was set.
It'll tease the fielders. Nichols does well. Never give up the chase. Well, he won't be doing his own laundry, so he's fine.
Pointed out before us that Colin Grunholm has come into this starting 11 now for New Zealand. Perhaps the other option could have been Todd Astle, the leg spinner, lower order batsman. See the work down there in the deep.
Thought that was an edge. Certainly did. There was a noise. BJ Watling. Not happy. Bottom edge straight down. Not a wicket-taking delivery. Wide, short. Oh yes, oh yes, that's a chance. Oh dear, oh dear. How easy was that? The dots were building. Found a lovely pace. He tossed that up. And Kane Williamson takes the catch.
Here we have Will Somerville a lot slower. 80 kilometres an hour this ball was. 80 kilometres. And he has punched it, and he went searching for it, and he's just popped it up to Kane Williamson, and he's got very safe hands, Kane Williamson. He's not dropping an opportunity like that. He departs, Tirimani, just the 2 runs off 35 balls. Sri Lanka, 29 for 1.
Runs for Kusal Mendes. Not off the middle of the bat, but he'll take it. It's a boundary.
It's about the 5th delivery I think I've seen go in that area of Colin de Grandhomme in the last 10. Get another one in there. Just finding enough shape.
That's played late. Passing the man at backward point. The outfield's heavy, but that will have enough legs to take it to the boundary.
Slightly deceived there, Karunaratne, but because he's in such good form, managed to get it inside of Nichols. Placed it well in the end. Looked like he was trying to come forward, just slightly deceived in the flight. That's poor. That's down the leg side and very nicely put away. So a very rare loose delivery from Somerville.
Well, Kusal Mendes just getting that delivery, spinning down the leg side. Again, dragging it down. We see that he's trying to put a lot of ribs on the ball. You could see that revolutions on it. Far too short.
Such a good shot. Waited on it. quicker ball, put away for a couple of runs.
That brings up the 50. This is a good thing about Kusal Mendes being out there. He likes to dominate bowlers. He'll always keep trying things. Looking for scoring options. Very instinctive, Mendes.
Oh, that's gone past the fielder at shot fine. Yeah, just a little bit of a chance, but not to be. It was timed quite nicely.
He's created that length. With on offer. Oh dear. He got himself into an awful mix-up, G. Traval. Tried to pull that back. Got the slide awfully wrong. Outfield quick.
Hang in there, fella.
Yeah. Bit of turn, but the width letting Kusal Mendes find his timing. Well, he tried. He just didn't slow down that ball. Oh, he hammers it. But Colin de Grandhome's in the deep. His timing's been very, very good. Karunaratne.
Can't for one moment underestimate his role. Karunaratne has been so good with the bat because he absorbs pressure. And then he stays out there, gets runs for Sri Lanka. So whatever pressure there is, that middle order is so nicely deflected by Karunaratne. Terrific first game at Gaul and not looking bad here as well. 37 not out and counting.
That 100 has really boosted his credentials as a batsman, as a captain. Goes full again. Just to get the batsman thinking about that square leg going out and hoping he hangs on that back foot.
It's important that the slip fielders are in the right place for an outside edge because it's a slowish pitch, so you've got to position yourself accordingly. Where are they? So the first slip is next to the keeper. Good spot. Well, he can come in because we haven't seen him really to cut the ball hard. This is not a pitch where you like to cut. And Saudi doesn't give a lot of width as well.
Nicely bowled. He's quietly settling in. That was slower. 81 k's through the air.
Nice, Jazz.
I'll give him a silly mid off.
Good area,
So many
fella.
balls have gone in that direction. Instead of that short cover, just about, what, a minute or so to go for tea interval. Can do him no harm.
Oh, lovely shot to get off the mark. Value for shots. This outfield quick.
Beautiful shot from Karunaratne. Just leaning onto the front foot. Very good seam presentation by Southey, but it's a sign of a man who's seen the ball very well. And that is your classic drive through the covers.
He's got a good stride in. But that's the length you wanted Southey to bowl in his first spell, though.
That's the length, but not the line. There's a bit of width there, isn't it? He needs to be up around off stump.
.50 partnership for the second wicket. Oh, they're asking the question. We'll have to wait for the decision to come back. Mendes reckons he's fine.
TV umpire to direct. So we've got an umpire review for run out. If I can have your best side on shot, please. Okay, he's got his bat down, forward momentum going in. Okay, we can load on the...
So sixth 50 partnership between these two in 36 innings. They also have 100-run partnership, Karunaratne and Mendis. That 100-run partnership was a massive one. 191 it was. They need to build on this. This needs to double, maybe even reach those proportions. That's the way to put pressure on the opposition. More strike and double the contribution from Kusal Mendis. Edge taken, he walks. Gentle delivery, bit of a way movement. Feathered through. That's massive, massive blow.
Huge blow for Colin de Grunholm, and that's the length we're talking about, Russ. That nice full length, trying to get the batsman playing forward on the front foot. You can see here Colin de Grunholm trying to swing the ball away, just dragging the batsman forward on a line just outside off stump, and it takes the edge all the way through to BJ Watling. De Grunholm's on the board with his first wicket. Mendes departs for 32. Sri Lanka 79 for 2.
Angelo Matthews, the new man. New Zealand have struck. Wonderful bowling from Colin de Grunholm. That brings out Sri Lanka's most experienced player. Been enjoying himself of late in terms of scoring runs and also body language that we see from Angelo Matthews. Average 45. 2 test matches for Sri Lanka's former captain.
He's a good player. He is a very, very good player, Angelo Matthews. As we here have the dismissal of Mendes, and nice fuller length, dragging him forward. Mendes having to play with his hands because he hasn't got to the pitch of the ball. His hands are out wide. Look at the gap between bat and pad. So that front foot needs to be further across and potentially a line that he should be leaving. He'd be frustrated with himself.
Matthews on strike. The Grandhome continues to impress. And he's in no way express, he's not threatening, but I think he's done his job. 1 for 14 into his 9th. He's just made sure that he keeps one in going. Now the umpires are having another look, they're having another word. Bruce Oxenford, what is he thinking about? Is he going to take them off or what? Yes. This might be it. Really can't see the light improving from here. And, we still have a fair bit of overs left, but I'm afraid the light is not great moving forward with seam bowlers bowling. So the umpire's having no option but to take the players off.
Karunaratne holding it together. He's on 49. Tirimana and Mendis, the 2 batsmen, dismissed. Matthews yet to get off the mark, and he's faced 14 deliveries. The Kiwis have been good with the ball. Bolt and Saudi, decent getting that ball to move around. Colin de Grunholm has picked up a wicket for the Kiwis, and so has Will Somerville. 85 for 2 after winning the toss. They have that advantage, but they still haven't run away with it, the Sri Lankans. All to play for on day 2. Hope you've enjoyed the highlights. For now, it's goodbye from the Oval.